What is up, YouTube? We are back yet again with another video. This one's going to be a bit quick. I'm actually just waiting for the oven timer to go off, so we got to make this quick. Two products that I got recently that I thought are really awesome and I wanted to mention to you guys. If you follow the channel, you know I'm a bit of an audiophile. You know I love my headsets, my headphones, my in-ears. And if you really follow the channel, you know I love my audio gear to be very, very neutral. Just gonna go over this super quick. What I mean by neutral is if you buy something like Beats by Dre, don't buy Beats by Dre by the way, they are going to color the bass quite a bit, and what you're actually going to be hearing is going to be what the studio engineer mixed with added EQ to bring the bass up in your headsets. If you're into that, cool. I am not. I like hearing what the audio engineers actually want me to hear, so that's why I love my stuff to be as neutral as possible. That goes for headsets, that goes for my monitor speakers, that even goes for, as much as possible, my Bluetooth in-ears. What happened recently, and if you guys follow the channel, like I say, you saw I really love my Audio-Technica gear. That hasn't changed too much, but I was using my M40X the other day to game with friends, which I do often. I just use my studio headsets because I find that's what gives me the best sound even in games. Personal preference. And I guess I turned quickly and I kind of had them half off my head, and the plastic hinge kind of snapped. Actually, they're right here. I can show you guys exactly what happened. Trying not to break these, but the hinge here just kind of snapped. They are pretty much just holding on by the wire, which is why I'm not using them and why they are in the drawer. Kind of a letdown that this piece is plastic, because like you see when you pull this, yeah, there's strain on this. They went with plastic, I get it, keep the cost down, but they broke. Luckily, one of my friends can actually 3D print me the replacement bracket. I'm just waiting to get that. But in the meantime, the only other headsets I had were a really crappy Steel series, which were open back. I despise open back headphones. The point of having headphones is I want to hear what's coming out of them, not what's going around. And then I just tried using Skull Candy in-ears, which are like my backup. I need in-ears that aren't wireless. And it wasn't working. And it's going to be a couple of weeks before I get the replacement part for the M40X, so I figured, well, what the hell, let's go to the shop, let's see what they have. And I was kind of honestly going with the mentality of, oh, screw it, I love my Audio-Technicas, I've got M40X, I've got M30X, why don't I just go buy a set of M50X and use those for home studio, and then move the 40 over to my office at work, and then just give away the M30X. Might still be the plan, by the way, with that, but we'll see what happens. Went into the store, the clerk talked me out of buying the M50X, which was a bit strange, but I fully understand. He said the M50X, not great if you're trying to use them as studio monitors, because they color in the bass. It's like he said these are kind of what Audio-Technica is trying to do to compete in that kind of market with the Beats by Dre. He said, and it made sense when he said it, and I don't know why I didn't think of this, he's like, that's the reason that the M50X is the only model in the whole range that you can get in black, white, red and gold, blue. There's a bunch of like different colored models. So okay, back to, do I just buy a second set of M40X? Didn't really feel the need to have two, so alright, well cool. Let's show me what you have in the like budgety range. And I kind of went in having done a bit of research, and two headsets kept coming up in the top 10s at some place in that top 10 for the best studio headsets. One of them is the Sony HD something or other 716, I want to say, but I'm probably way off. Not even an option. I don't do Sony. I've boycotted Sony. I don't want anything to do with Sony. Story for another day. And then the second set that kept coming up was the Sennheiser 280 HD that were really highly rated everywhere that I looked. Not been a huge fan of Sennheiser, so I was kind of hesitant. But the shop had them. They were $100 Canadian, as opposed to the M40X, which are 150 Canadian, adding tax after both of them. Uh, so I kind of went like, you know what, screw it. At worst, the Sennheiser will be crappy. I'll just return them, or I'll sell them, or I'll give them to someone when I fix the M40X. Bought them, got home, and that's what I've been wearing ever since. So here you go. The Sennheiser HD 280 Pro. These, like I say, retail for about $100 Canadian. They've got the same kind of hinges as the M40X have. You can fold these up for storage. You see here they've got cushioning up here, a bit less in the middle, and very cushioned ear cups. Bigger ear cups I find than the M40X, and the hinge here is a lot bigger, like you can see, so hopefully that will help them not snap and break. So what do I think of these? You don't have the detachable cable either. If that's a big deal for you guys, maybe look elsewhere. I think the 380 HD might have it. I don't remember, but those we're looking at more of the $200 range headsets. Comfort-wise, honestly, the M40X I'm finding more comfortable. Not by much, but just enough to mention it to you guys. Sound quality, however, I was really, really, really impressed with these things. Despite the comfort, I'm thinking these might be my new studio monitors for home. We might move over the M40X to the office, and we might be giving away the M30X to someone out there. Maybe my brother, will see. But yeah, there you go. Really impressed with these for the money. Comfort, I say they're not as comfortable as the M40X. These are really not uncomfortable. It's just the M40X have that little extra that make them a bit more comfortable. Maybe I'll break these in and they will be just as comfortable, but I kind of find that around the ears they kind of tend to press in a bit at the bottom. Like I said, that might go away once they kind of stretch out. They're obviously adjustable, and I didn't do a very good job at making them even, but they're adjustable obviously in length. Great headset. For the price and the sound quality, these things are amazing, and if you guys are looking for a set of studio headphones, these would be the ones to look for, in my humble opinion, now that I've tried them. Moving on, like about a month or two ago, probably 2 months ago right now, I kind of realized that this summer it's been stupidly hot. I've been wearing shorts. I can't really wear boots if I'm wearing shorts. I don't think my office would like that too much. So I've been wearing Converse, and I kind of quickly realized the Converse are very flat shoes, and it's kind of been fucking up my knee and my hip. Yeah, I am that old that shoes can fuck up my knee and hip, but I also did a lot of walking in the Converse, and they're just not walking shoes. So I started looking for a set of really good, high quality sneakers that would be comfortable for a lot of walking, and just kind of hit up the usuals: Reebok, Adidas, Nike, and so forth. Just scrolling through the website, seeing what they have to offer. And Nike was the last one I checked out of those three. Kind of went to Reebok, went, nothing amazing. Went to Adidas, you know, the usual Adidas shoes. If you're looking for that, great. If not, they don't have what you want. And then went to the Nike Canadian website and scrolled down, found a pair of, I think they're called Nike Air Air Force Ones from 2007, and thought they looked really cool. They only came in black and white, so I kind of all black, all white. And then I noticed at the bottom, like, oh, what's this? What's this option? Clicked on it. Turns out Nike has something called Nike ID, whatever you want to call it, which is basically letting you fully customize not all the models, but a couple of the models of the shoes. So I'm just going to show you what I ended up coming up with. I kind of messed around with it for a couple of hours, came up with a couple of designs, sent them to a couple of my friends, and everyone kind of agreed I needed to get these. So here you go. My Nike ID Air Force Ones from '07. So what can you do with the Nikeid? You can change the color of the sole, change the color here. I even added a treatment over it that kind of, I don't know if it's coming up really well, but it's speckled in silver, which I'm not too sure about, but it's kind of cool. You can change the color of the top pieces, obviously, so I went with purple here. The back, the swish, you can change different colors. I went with silver. It's kind of shiny. I don't know if it's coming up super well. Change the color of the laces, change the color of this thing. You can change the logo to the classic one or a newer one. Same for the back. You can also put your own text on the back. I think it's limited to about 3 characters. Change the color of the strap here, everything. So what do I think of these? I've been wearing these non-stop since I got them about a month ago, not even a month ago, a couple of weeks now, I'd say. And these things are super comfortable. They came out looking amazing, in my opinion. Buying them online, I was kind of worried that the size would be way off when I got them, but not so. These fit perfectly. I just used their graph thing. It kind of said I needed an 8. It kind of looked a bit small to me, so I kind of went with screw it, 8.5, and these fit perfectly. My toe comes out to about here, so perfect. What I didn't like about these, once you order them, they come from Hong Kong. They are made obviously to measure because you can customize everything. They have to make them to what you choose. So the order said, I think I ordered these at the beginning of July, end of the first week of July, and it said I would get these definitely in my hand by July 31st. Alright, cool, I can wait 3 weeks, no problem. The truth of the matter is it took about an extra week and a half to get these. Not a huge deal, but I'm just letting you know their tracking is garbage on these. It just skips ahead. It's like, oh, we got your order, okay, we're making them. And then, oh, cool, we're finishing up your shoes. I'm like, oh shit, I might get them ahead of time. And it just stayed for about 2 weeks on, we're finishing your order, and then all of a sudden we ship them out. And then by the time you get the tracking was goofy as hell. It basically said they were in Ontario, Canada, and then said that they were leaving Hong Kong. So, I don't know. Minor inconvenience, but that's just note if you're ordering some of these, it might be a bit longer than they promise it will be. How much are these? The base model was 120 Canadian. That's if you get it full white or just full black, without going through the Nikeid. Nikeid added about $40 Canadian. So they were 120, Nikeid ones were 160 Canadian, add taxes, free shipping if I remember correctly, for a total cost to me of $183 Canadian, give or take a couple of pennies. Which, depending on your budget, could be kind of stupid prices if you don't want to pay almost $200 for a set of sneakers. For me, I just wanted a good set of sneakers that is going to last me a while, and while I was at it, might as well make them custom. So there you go, that was my experience with Nikeid. Would I do it again? Yes, and to be blunt with you guys, I'm kind of regretting not just ordering the top 2 models that I made that I really liked. We might go back, I might try a different model at some point, but yeah, definitely if you care about what your sneakers look like, you want to do something custom, Nikeid, I recommend it. Just go in knowing that you're probably going to have to wait about a month to actually get them. So there you go, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.